But here's your SATA cord, SATA cord. Okay, it'll only go in one way. Look for the right way it goes. It plugs in right there, and it doesn't matter which one you plug in first. I don't think there's any set way to do it. Okay, and then you remember those two power cords I was showing you. Okay, this is the one that goes here. There again, it'll only go one way. Okay, and it's plugged in. This is your other one, remember? I was showing you this is for the older hard drives. The new one is the one I just showed you that we just plugged in. Okay, now we want to stick this thing inside the case. There we go. Just gotta find the holes. Okay, it's tight. Okay, we know we got our power cord to it. Okay, now all we got to do is look for our SATA connection. And on this one, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want to look for SATA 1, which that is going to be, look like it's going to be the top one. Okay, see, we got to make sure, see how the plug-in has got to be turned over. Okay, so we turn this over, stick it on there. I'm not sure if this is 1 or 4. It'll tell us when it boots up. Okay, there we go. Got it in place. Yeah, when it boots up, it'll tell you if it's on 1 or 4. So, you know, we can always change it. Alright, we're ready to fire it up again. And this is where you need your DVD. Okay, now we got to get our DVD. Make sure you don't put it in upside down. This is the older power. And then we need a IDE cable for this one. Not a SATA cable. IDE. Everything's going to SATA now. But some of them still, these old small, less expensive ones still use these IDE cables. Alright, so it's easier to go ahead and plug them in and then pull them through from the inside than it is to try to plug them in on some of these units. This one here is not too bad. Okay, here's our IDE cable. Got to make sure, see, got that little center thing there that goes right there. So we get this plugged in, shove that in there, make sure it's pushed in really good until you feel like it bottoms out. Okay, make sure you got it right side up. Now some of these power cables will reach far enough. Yes, this one will. Okay, good. This way we can hook the power up before we shove it in there. Makes it a little bit easier. Okay. Now we got our power cord on there, so now we just got to make sure we shove our IDE cable in there. Slide this in there. There we go, there we go. Okay, you want to try to get it flush with the front of the counter, the front of the case. And this over here, let's get a screw and put in there. Okay. We got that thing well secured. Now we just got to get our IDE cable. And now this over here, FDC1, that's the floppy disk controller. You don't even want to worry about that anymore. As you can tell, this is an older board. Okay, there it is. Okay, there again, only goes in one way. Gotta get this thing around there. Boy, this is tough with just one hand. And then sit here, try to stab that in and push it in. Oh, best I can. There we go. Okay. Okay, there. Now the SATA cable's in there where it needs to be. There's only one, even though we got another spot for another one if we have something else, CD player or whatever. Okay. Okay, we're ready to turn our power supply on. See, here's your floppy disk. Nobody uses them anymore. Okay, turn the power on. There again, we look for smoke. You'd be surprised. I've had one that made a funny noise and started smoking. Alright, now let me turn the monitor on. Okay, now we're in the right one. Okay, so by golly, we are up and running. So what we have to do now, this is where you end up. I mean, we can push F1 to continue. Let's see what happens. Channel 1. Let's say, okay, see right here, it says SATA, whoops. Anyway, it said SATA channel number 1, so we're in the right one. Okay, failed to load, so push enter. We'll see what happens. This is probably where you need your window disk. About that, at least we got what we want to do. CPU is unworkable or has been changed. That doesn't mean anything. Okay, push the F1 again. Well, let's enter setup, so we'll push delete. Okay, we're headed to setup. The right one, no, the slave, yeah, SAT channel 1. Okay, that's our hard drive, so we're right there. So we need to back up. Now we need to go down to advanced, start here. Okay, now we need to go down to hard disk boot priority. Down there, push enter. Okay, we're in channel 1, so that's correct. Escape. Now we want first boot drive. See, it says floppy. So we want to go down to where that, oops, where that changes to hard disk. There we go. Let's see, right there. Push enter. Okay, we got hard disk. Now we go down to the next one. Now we want to put this one, push enter. We want to change this one to CD-ROM. One, push enter. Okay, CD-ROM, and then the next one, CD-ROM. Doesn't matter on third boot because you don't have another CD or DVD player, anything like that, or another hard disk, so we leave it there. Alright, now we push F10 to save and move on. Okay, save, push enter. We'll just do F1. Now the keyboard's not even working. Let's try it one more time.